Hi guys, today's topic is again adjectives, that is exercise at advanced level. Okay, and most of the competitive exams they give this section separately, right? If there are 10 questions on common errors, you can get minimum 2 to 3 questions only on the adjectives, that too in common errors, right? Now let us see this, right? Errors in the use of adjectives, right? See the first sentence. Kalidasa is greater than any dramatist. So, what is wrong in this one? Any dramatist means in any. Kalidasa also comes under any, right? Don't say any. Here it should be any other dramatist, right? Kalidasa is greater than any other dramatist or all other dramatists. Here other should be there. Any other or all other. Is it clear? Right. The second one also same. India is more beautiful than any country of the world. Don't say any country. Any country means India also comes under any country. So here also it should be any other country. Right? India is more beautiful than any other country of the world. Or all other countries of the world. You can say like that. Okay, it should be any other or all other. When we say all other countries, plural form. Any other means singular, any other country. Right? Kalidasa is more beautiful than any other country of the world. Okay, now let us go to the third one. Mr. Razingani is the most industrious and noblest member of the college staff. Here remember, this most industrious, okay, it is the right expression only. Okay, and noblest. When we say the noblest, here this most is applicable to industrious as well as the noblest. Most noblest also. Can we say most noblest? No. So if we keep this most in front of this industrious and noblest, this most is applicable to industrious as well as noblest. So with noblest we can't use this most. So to avoid that error, you bring this most industrious this side and noblest this side. So what is that here? The noblest. Okay, noblest and most industrious, okay, industrious, right? So that, okay, what can be avoided? So this expression is correct, most industrious is okay, but we can't say most noblest, right? So here if we keep most in this place, this most is applicable to industrious as well as noblest. Is it clear? So most industrious and most noblest. Most noblest is a wrong expression. Right? That's why to avoid this confusion, so bring this most industrious this side, here bring noblest in the beginning. So here now most is applicable to only industrious but not noblest. Right? Just to avoid this expression most with noblest, okay, bring this noblest in the beginning and most industrious next. Right? Next. The whole India mourned the death of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Whole India is wrong here. Whole of India. Whole of India. Right? Is it clear? Next. Television has proved much harmful than useful. Much harmful. Do you say much harmful? Then it is comparative degree. When it is comparative degree, here it should not be much. It should be more harmful than useful. Television has proved more harmful than useful. Right? So in the comparative here we can't use much. Right? Much is in the positive degree, more in the comparative degree, most is the superlative degree. Right? So instead of much, you can keep it as more. Right? Next, no less than few students were drowned. No less than. Right? So here, when do we use here less? Okay, less is uncountable and few is countable. Here, if we take here few, it is used with countable nouns. With the countable nouns. Right? Whereas the less is with uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns. Right? No less than 5 students is wrong. No fewer than. No fewer than. FEWER. No fewer than 5 students were drowned. Because less is used with uncountable nouns. Here 5 students, it is countable. With countable, we have to use the fewer. Okay. Less is with the uncountable. Right? So, no fewer than 5 students. Right? Next. Mr. Amarnath is the most ablest man of the town. You see here, what did I say? Ablest, able, abler, ablest. When est is possible with the adjective, don't use most. Already we know. Okay, for adjective form, if er is possible, don't use more before it. If est is possible, don't use most before it. Okay, so here ablest, here est is possible. When est is possible, don't use this one. Right? Mr. Amarnath is the ablest man of the town. Next. There are not much books in the library. Here again, much is used with uncountable nouns. Right? And many is used with countable nouns, Right? So there are not many books in the library. Not much. Is it clear? You know, much is uncountable, many is countable. There are not many books in the library. Right? Next. Health is more preferable than wealth. What did I say here previously? Whenever we use this word preferable itself is prefers something to some. Right? So, here it is preferable itself is comparative. So there is no need of more. Health is preferable. Even avoid here than also. Preferable is followed by the preposition to. Right? Health is preferable to wealth. Right? Next. The Taj Mahal is a worth seeing monument. And guys, remember this one, worth seeing, okay, worth reading, worth watching, like that. So these are the adjectives here which usually come after the noun. Is it clear? What is the answer? Taj Mahal is a monument worth seeing. What is the answer? A monument worth seeing. Okay? It is a book worth reading. It is a movie worth watching or worth seeing. Right? So, worth reading, worth watching here, worth seeing here, all these should come after the noun. Is it clear? Taj Mahal is a monument worth seeing. Right? Next one. Less books are needed for the library. All again here. This is coming here. Less is used with the uncountable. Few is used with the countable. Instead of less, you can use the few. Right? Already we have discussed this one. Right? Few books are needed for the library. Here in the previously also we have discussed here this one. What is that? No less than. No fewer than. Already we have discussed here in the sixth one. Right? Now here less books are needed for the library. In the place of less, okay, write few. Because few is with the countable. With countable nouns. Right? Here less is uncountable. Less is uncountable. Right. Okay. She wrote a best book. Here A is wrong. Here it should be the best. Because what is the rule? Before superlative decrease, before the superlative adjective forms, we use the best. Is it clear? She wrote the best book. Right? Next one. Indira Gandhi was the first politician of her time. First politician here, don't say first. Okay. Here you must remember, okay, the difference between first and foremost. Okay. Foremost means leading. Foremost means leading. Right? Here no, here foremost. That is F-O-R-E-M-O-S-T. Right? Foremost politician. Foremost means leading. So you have to remember this one. The first politician means in the order. First is in order. Okay, first, second, third, like that in order. Okay, first is here in order. Right? Foremost meaning is here leading. So she was the foremost politician of her time. Next, 14th one. Napoleon was greater than any politician of his time. Don't say any politician. What do you say here? Any other politician. Okay? All other politicians. Right? No other, any other, all other, like that. Napoleon was greater than any other politician of his time. Right? As a sleeping partner, he has invested a little amount of money. Here the adjective little amount is wrong here. Don't say little. Okay? Meager or small. You can use here small amount or meager amount. Is it clear? Next. You must know the difference between a little, is it clear? The little. Few, a few, the few. Like that. Is it clear? Next here, let me tell you here. Few means not sufficient. In the same way, little also means not sufficient. But little is uncountable, few is countable. Right. A few means at least some. A little means at least some. Okay. Next. The few means available some. The little means also available some. Is it clear? Little is uncountable. Right. Few is countable. Little also uncountable. Little uncountable. Right? So, he had only the few rupees left. The few, okay, what is that here? Here only the few. The few means available few. Right? Right? Remove this the. Here only few rupees left. Means not sufficient. Is it clear? Few is negative. Little is also negative. A little and a few is positive, at least some. The little or the few means available some. Okay, remember the meaning. Right? He had only few rupees left, means not sufficient rupees left. Not sufficient money left. Okay? Next. Amritsar is further from Delhi than Ambala. Okay, further, okay. What is the meaning of further? Higher, next level. Further means distant, very far. Very far. So here, what is the correct one? Amritsar is farther. Okay? Farther from Delhi than Ambala. Okay, don't get confused. There is a small mistake here. Small. Okay, that is small change here. Further, farther. Further means next level. Okay, higher level. Further studies. Okay. Next, further level means next level. Right. Next one. This is the most perfect system. Most perfect here. What did I say here? Okay, with the adjective perfect, don't use more, most. There are some adjectives like, okay, perfect. There are some adjectives like perfect, okay, quite, even round, unique. Such adjectives have no comparative and no superlative forms. Is it clear? Because perfect is perfect. Don't say more perfect, most perfect. Quite means 100%. Quite correct means complete correct. You can't say more quite, most quite. Is it clear? Round means round. Okay. Round means here from the center. Okay. Radius is equal in all directions from the center. That is only round. Right? Unique means only one of its kind, special. Okay. You can't compare it with any. So don't say more unique, most round, more round. Don't say like that. Okay? In the same way, perfect is also. This is the perfect system. Right? Now, let us move to the next question. The climate of Shimla is as good as Kashmir. Here the comparison is made between the climate of Shimla and climate of Kashmir. Not with Kashmir, but the climate of Kashmir. So, here, whenever you make a comparison should be between two identities of same category. Climate of Shimla with climate of Kashmir. Not with Kashmir, but climate of Kashmir. So, that's why you have to keep here that of Kashmir. That of means climate of. The climate of Shimla is as good as that of Kashmir. That means climate of Kashmir. Okay? Next, he is only a peon and gets a less salary. Don't say less salary. Okay, meager small salary. Meager. Right? Meager means very small, not sufficient. He is only a peon and gets a meager salary. Next, we commit mistakes here also. Lal got cent percent marks in English. Don't say cent percent. This is commonly used in the spoken English. Okay, but it is a mistake grammatically. Don't say cent percent. Okay. Yeah, you can say 100%. What is that? 100%. 100%. Right? Okay, this is very commonly used one, but it is wrong. Cent% is wrong. You have to say, Lal got here 100% marks in English. Right? Next, no other man of the town is more wiser than Mr. Sethi. What is this here? No other man of the town is more wiser. What is the mistake here? You know here wise, wiser, wisest. Okay. When there is a possibility of using here this form wiser, don't use more in front of it. Okay. When there is a possibility of using wisest, don't use here most, okay, in front of it. When there is a possibility of using est, you have to avoid using most. When there is a possibility of using er to the adjective form, avoid here more. So here the mistake is more. Okay. So no other man of the town is wiser than Mr. Sethi. That's it. Because wiser itself is comparative. When we are able to get a comparative wiser, no need of more again. It becomes double comparatives. Okay? Next. He gave a few coins he had in his pocket to the beggar. He had a few coins he had. Few coins he had means available coins. When the meaning is available sum, okay, here don't say a few, it should be the few. Because specifically we are mentioning which few coins? The few coins he had in his pocket. Okay, we are mentioning specifically about few coins. Okay, is it clear? The few coins he had in his pocket. Right? The few means available. Right? Next. The teacher will give the students a verbal test. Don't say a verbal test here. In the test will be generally here verbal only. Verbal, okay, verbal, non-verbal. Non-verbal means without words, without speech, without language. That is using signs, symbols like that. That comes under non-verbal. But the students, which test they will take here? Either oral test or a written test. Is it clear? So, here it should be oral test. We'll give an oral test. An oral test. Right? Is it clear? Or a written test. You can write here a written test. Don't say a verbal test. It should be either an oral test or a written test. Okay. Is it clear? You can choose here this one, an oral test. If you mean it is, okay, not the paper based, not writing based, you can take it as an oral test. Okay. Next. He got only passing marks in English. What is the meaning of passing here? Passing away means dying here, like that. So don't say passing marks. It should be pass marks. He got only pass marks. Don't say passing marks. Right? Gold is the most precious of all other metals. Okay. When it is followed by of, okay, no need of other. Is it clear? All other Any other is used only in the comparative form, in the comparative degree. More precious than all other metals. More precious than any other metal. But in the superlative degree, don't use all other or any other like that. Most precious is superlative. In the superlative, don't use all other or any other like that. Okay? When it is followed by of, it is not than here. Okay? And here it is not more. If it is more precious than, you can say all other metals or any other metal. If it is more precious than. But here what is that? It is the most precious of all metals. Right? In the superlative, when it is followed by of, don't use here other. All other, any other is wrong. Okay? All metals. Okay, don't get confused between comparative and superlative. In the comparative, you can say more beautiful than all other metals. More beautiful than any other metal. In the comparative degree. Whereas in superlative, don't say all other metals. Simply say most precious of all metals. Precious of all. Right? Next. Radha is older of the two sisters. Here, what is the mistake here? Older instead of older, you better say it is elder. Okay. What is wrong here? Older is outside the family and elder is within the family. To compare ages of family members, we have to say elder, younger, like that. She is elder to me, within the family. So outside the family, if you want to compare the age, so older, oldest, like that. Okay? So here, elder is within the family. Okay? Right. Next one. Of Mumbai, Calcutta and Delhi, the latest has the largest number of motor vehicles. The latest means what is that here? Don't say latest. Latest means recent. Okay. So here it should be, if you want to mention this Delhi, it should be the last. The last. Okay. Latest means the recent. Okay. Latter, L-A-T-T-E-R. Latter means mentioned second in the order. If there are, okay, out of two. If there is A and B, right? A and B are good friends. And if you want to refer A, it should be farmer. F-O-R-M-E-R. The farmer is innocent. And the latter. Latter means mentioned second in the order out of two. So this is your latter. L-A-T-T-E-R. Latter. Okay? Is it clear? So you have to know the difference between latest. Latest means the recent. Latter means mentioned second in the order out of two. Last means here, if there are 2 or 3, 4, 5 like that. Okay, more than 2 generally. The last one. Right? Last in order. Next, last mentioned. Later is also another one. Okay, later means after some time. I'll meet you later. I'll call you later. Means after some time. So don't get confused between late, later, latter, latest, last. Have clarity here. Late means coming late. Late. Later means after some time. Latest means recent. Latter means mentioned second in the order out of two. Last means last mentioned. Last in order. Okay? Is it clear? So don't get confused here between these. Okay, small mistake here. Later, latter. L-A-T-E-R, L-A-T-T-E-R. Okay. Next. This watch is superior than that. Here, it should be superior to that. I told you already. Superior. Superior is followed by to. Superior to, inferior to, junior to, senior to, prefer something to something like that. Right? These are followed by the preposition to. Is it clear? Next. Mohan is wiser than honest. Here, okay, don't use the word wiser. Right? Because this one is related to Mohan and honest is also related to Mohan. Both adjectives are used with Mohan only. Is it clear? When the comparison is between two adjectives of same person, when the comparison is between the two adjectives of same person, both adjectives should be in the same degree. Both adjectives should be in the same degree. This honest is in the positive degree. Here also keep this in the positive degree. So it should be wise, right? More wise than honest. More wise than honest. Right? Is it clear? Here, why we are not using wiser? If this quality is compared between two persons, Ravi is wiser than Giri. Mohan is wiser than Hari. Like that we can say. But here both adjectives are related to same person. That's why here you have to use here Mohan is more wise than honest. So comparison is between these two only, not between persons. Okay? When both adjectives belong to same person, so the comparing adjectives should have same form. Both should be in the same positive form. More wise than honest. Remember. Okay? So here this is Mohan is more wise than Rakesh. Here it is a mistake. More wise. Don't use more wise. Why? The comparison is made between two persons and the adjective here, okay, wise here of Mohan, wisdom of Mohan, wisdom of Rakesh, that is compared. So here don't say more wise. Here you can say wiser. Right? Mohan is wiser than Rakesh. Mohan is wiser than Rakesh. So here like this. Mohan is wiser than Rakesh. Is it clear? In this sentence you can use wiser than. But in this sentence don't say wiser than. Because, okay, this wise, adjective wise and honest, these two are compared. Okay? And these are related to same person. Right? Next one. I do not like this kinds of jokes. Say either this kind of jokes or these kinds of jokes. These kinds, okay, of jokes or this kind of jokes. This kind of jokes. Right? So here it is on, okay, one category, this kind of jokes. I do not like this kind of jokes. Okay? Prefer this one. Next. Death is more preferable than dishonor. You see here. Here, preferable itself is comparative. So, no need of this more, using more. And here, don't use than also. Death is preferable to dishonor. Death is preferable to dishonor. Right? Next, my father has been sick for a long time. If it is for a long time, we don't say it is sick. It should be ill. Sick means temporary, being unwell. Being unwell temporarily. Is it clear? Sick is temporary, unwell. Ill is unwell, being unwell for a long time. So, here, don't use sick here. It should be ill, I-L-L. Right? My father has been ill for a long time. Sick is temporary. Okay, being unwell. Right. Please open your book at 20 page. At 20 page is wrong. At page number 20. Page number 20. It should be like that. Okay? Next. Both the brothers have not passed. Here, this is whenever we use not, it indicates a negative sentence. You know, in the sentences, positive sentences, that is affirmative statements, is it clear? Or assertive statements. Next one is a negative statement. In negative statement, here we use here no or not. Next, interrogative question statements. Interrogative sentences are questions only. Then exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory means the sentences are followed by a sudden expression, that is followed by exclamatory mark. Okay, in the sentences, positive, negative, interrogative, and exclamatory, even imperative sentences. Imperative sentences, okay, they are just like instructions addressed to second person and they begin with verb directly. So you know those things. So here just remember, when we use no or not in a sentence, it is called a negative sentence. In the negative sentence, don't use the word both. Right? In the negative, then what do you say here? Neither. Okay? Neither of the brothers, neither of the brothers, neither of the brothers means neither A nor B, like that. So it is singular only. Neither of the brothers has passed. Here in neither itself, not is coming. Neither of the brothers has passed. Right? Very, very difficult to think like that. Only rule you have to remember is, okay, don't use the word both in negative sentences. Okay, when there are only two persons, we use both, no? But the word both should be used in the only positive sentences. Both of them are good. Okay, both of them did well. Is it clear? Don't say both of them did not do well. Because the word both should not be used in the negative sentence. Right? So instead use here neither. Neither of the brothers means neither A nor B has passed. Where is not here? Not is okay, implied in neither only. Right? Why we are keeping has? Neither means singular only. Neither A, neither B. Neither younger brother nor elder brother has passed. Got it now? Okay. Here, okay, now you try this one. Both did not speak. Again, we are using both. This is wrong. So instead of both, here you write here neither. Neither, in the neither itself, not is coming. Then what is left? Did speak. Did plus speak becomes spoke. neither spoke. Spoke is equal to did plus speak. Did plus speak. Okay? Neither spoke. That is the correct answer. Okay? Next one. This article was published in the last issue of the Hindustan Times. Not the last issue, it should be the latest issue. Means there is no last issue, means it has not stopped its publication. Is it clear? Right? It is continuing. So it should be the latest issue. Okay? The latest. Right? Next. Many demonstrators were arrested for shouting objectionable slogans. Many is always singular. Remember that. Don't get confused by seeing this many. Many whenever you use remember it is singular. Many a demonstrator, singular here. Okay? Here, when it is singular here, remove this were. Here it should be was. Many a demonstrator was arrested for shouting objectionable slogans. Okay, don't get confused by seeing this many, right? But see this many a means singular. When it is singular, demonstrator, okay, was arrested for shouting objectionable slogans. Right? The porter told me that he would not accept fewer than 10 rupees. That 10 rupees is the amount here. Amount. Okay? Amount, the word amount or money is uncountable. We can't say money is amounts like that. So here instead of fewer, you can use here less. The porter told me that he would not accept less than 10 rupees. Less than 10 rupees of amount. Like that. Okay? Next one. Kushwant Singh's command over English is the most excellent. So no need of saying the most excellent here. Excellent also has no comparative superlative forms. Is excellent. Kushwant Singh's command over English is excellent. Even his next relations did not come to his help in predicament. Don't say next relations. Okay? Even his close relations here, close relations are nearer relations, nearest relations, close relations. Okay? Here, avoid this near. Even his close relations are relatives. Relations or close relatives. This will be most apt. Right? Little knowledge of shoemaking proved very useful to me. Little knowledge of shoemaking that I have. Is it clear? That I had. So here, the little knowledge here. Means, the little means available. Available. Okay. Available knowledge of shoemaking proved very useful to me. The little, the few means available some. Okay. Means I had some knowledge here of shoemaking. I had I had a little knowledge here. Is it clear? some knowledge. The little means some knowledge. I had some knowledge of shoemaking and that proved very useful to me. Is it clear? So in this case here, the little is the correct one. Right? So remember, little is negative in sense. A little means at least some. The little means available some. In the same way, few is negative, not sufficient. A few means at least some. The few means available some. Okay? Right. There is no fewer than 2 liters of milk. So, here what is that? 2 liters of milk. Milk is uncountable. Right? So, you can say there is no less than. Quantity. There is no less than 2 liters of milk. Okay? We should not see this 2 liters. We should see here this main noun here. Milk is uncountable. It shows only quantity, not number. When there is a number here for this noun, you can say few or fewer. Okay? There is no less than 2 liters of milk in the jug. Right? He is happy because he has the few means at least available some. Don't say available some. Okay, few cares. Means not much. He is happy because he has few cares. Means nothing to take care. Is it clear? That is the meaning. She gave the beggar little flour she had. She had means which is available with her. So here it should be the little. She gave the beggar the little flour she had. Okay? Next. I am leaving for Jammu by 4:30 o'clock train. So whenever it is 4:30 or 4:15 like that, don't use o'clock. 4:30 train. That's it. If it is 4, 5, 6 like that, 4 o'clock train, 5 o'clock train like that. But don't say 4:30 o'clock. 4 o'clock train is okay. 5 o'clock training is okay. But don't say 4:30 o'clock. 4:15 o'clock is wrong. Right? Next, any further demand may land you into difficulty. So here, what is the mistake? Further. Here it should be further. Any further demand. F-U-R-T-H-E-R. Further means next level, higher. Any further demand may land you into difficulty. What is the last news of today? Okay, don't say last news, it is the latest news. Latest. The latest. Right? Next one. There are only few toffees left in the tin. There are only a few toffees left. Means a few toffees left. Only a few means few available. It doesn't mean here, okay, not sufficient. There are only a few toffees. A few means at least some. Right? He is a miser man. He is a miserly man. Right? Don't say, okay, miser man. He is a miser. That's okay. Right? He is a miser, you can say. Right? Or a miserly man. Miserly man. Right? Or he is a miser. Or he is a miser. right? Some persons are very coward here. Here, some persons are very cowardly. Okay, very cowardly here. లేదా with cowardly behavior in this one, right? It denotes here their behavior, right? Cowardly behavior. Okay, miserly behavior. Next, Sunita is both beautiful as well as intelligent. Whenever you use both here, don't use as well as, right? Here it should be and. Sunita is both beautiful and intelligent. Is it clear? Whenever you use both here, it should be and, both A and B. If you don't use both, you can use here beautiful as well as intelligent. Next, the doctor observed that the patient was gradually becoming weaker. Here it should be weaker. Yes, day by day here, okay, he is becoming weaker. And there is a comparison, right? Gradually becoming weaker. He is weaker. He is becoming weaker day by day, right? The investigation committee will look further into the matter, not farther, it should be further. F-U-R-T-H-E-R. Further. Next. The twins look like each other. Each other. Okay. Between two each other, among more than to one another. Okay, each other is between two. One another is used among many. That is more than two. More than two. Right? Okay guys, here just you revise these once again here. The exercise here of adjectives part 3 and part 4. Okay, means today's class and the previous class. You practice these exercises. These are sufficient here for competitive exams, for your placements or outside exams. These are sufficient. Okay. Right guys, so let us just start here. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.